Hello everyone. Welcome to the course of Agile Project Management. As most of you know that Agile is a project management technology global use for software development by most of the top firms. So today we will start with the first topic from the Agile Project Management series about Agile Project Management Introduction. The content for this chapter is what is project management introduction, what is the traditional project management, what is agile, how agile is different from the traditional project management, what are the agile approaches, how agile has evolved, what is agile manifesto, what are the 12 agile principles, what four values on which the agile agile pillar is sort of established. What is the agile project management framework? We'll also recap the chapter and we'll have a brief Q&A. So we'll move on. What is project? As you know, project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product or services. Please understand that project deliverables are unique. These are different from the repetitive operations. Definite beginning and definite end. Project always has a definitive beginning, that is start, and definitive end. It is driven by objectives. When the project is started, certain end results were always eyed upon. It is independent of man effort and duration. It is not ongoing like in operations when we provide 24/7 services. Suppose in case of providing a mobile support services or providing a electrical supply, that is ongoing effort. It is not the project. And unique in the sense that something which has not done in the past. And it does not mean that definitive end does not mean that it is short in duration. It is progressively elaborated. It is elaborated from top to bottom. And project is terminated when there is no need of project or objectives cannot be met. So when you start project, either you get all objective achieved, or you get a partial objective achieved, or project is scrapped because the objectives are no more achievable. So this is all about the project. Now let's understand what is project management. Project management is the application of knowledge, skills, tools and technique to project activities to meet the project requirements. As you know, project is a joint effort by team members spanning across the business community, IT community and various other stakeholders. And as you know that to manage so many people, you need to have the specific knowledge, skills, tools and technique in order to deliver those objectives. So project management is accomplished through the appropriate application and integration of 47 logically grouped project management processes comprising of 5 process groups. And managing a project typically requires identifying the project requirements. The requirement should be well understood, it needs to be well elaborated, it needs to be agreed upon all the parties in order to take for project to deliver certain objectives for the project. Managing stakeholders. As you know, there are sponsors, there are executive committee, there is a project manager, there is a business units, there is a domain SMEs, there are testing teams. So all these stakeholders, they have a specific interest in the project, and managing their interest, keep their participation high, keep their morale high in order to get value out of project is managing the stakeholders. Balancing project constraints. As you know, project is having a constraint about the time, about the cost, about the quality, and a single variation in one entity results into variation into another entity. So balancing this constraint is all about the project management. Let's understand also there are two terms which are most frequently used in regards with project, that is program and portfolio. So a program is a group of project which is managed as a group, provides decreased risk, economies of scale and improved management. So when you have a group of projects which are managed together, it is called a program. And a portfolio is a collection of project or a program, in other words, that group together to facilitate the effective management of that work to meet the strategic business objectives. So in order to bring the economies, bring the efficiencies, bring synergies and collaboration, similar set of projects are grouped together either as a program or as a portfolio. For example, if you are doing the projects to develop the uh, iPhone, the series of iPhone, you can group them into a iPhone development project portfolios. And if you are developing the screen for that is required for mobile or a tab, then you can group them into a program which can be called as a uh, mobile screen program. So now let's understand what is Agile. As you know, these traditional project management methodologies have certain limitations, and in late 90s there are several methodologies have been emphasized which sort of try to overcome the traditional project management methodologies shortcomings, and they promote close collaboration between developers and business experts. Uh, in traditional project management, there is a requirement document which is given to developers. They read the requirement document, goes back in case of any query with the business, start development, do the development, test the development, and during 90% of the time, uh, when they consume on the project, they come back to the business and say, this is what we've delivered. Uh, in most of the cases, when all the development is done, the user come back and says, oh, this is not what we were looking for. So in order to avoid such situation, Agile recommends close collaboration between the developer and business expert, so that there is a agility, there is a rigor, there is a close coordination with respect to requirement and the development which is undertaken by project. Face-to-face communication. As you know, a lot of time gone by writing the document and submitting for the development community. Whereas if they have a face-to-face communication, the verbal, non-verbal clues are picked, the queries are answered, clarifications are sought, and hence there is a strong understanding of the business requirement within developer community, and the development comes very close to what is required by the business. Frequent delivery of new deployable business value. In traditional project management, it takes substantial time for delivery to reach to the business, whereas Agile stresses upon frequent delivery of a deployable business value which can be consumed by business, which can be tested early in the stage, so that the non-value added activities like rework, scrap can be avoided. Tight self-organizing teams. Agile project management methodology is designed in such a way that there is a cohesive team. They work in an environment where there is a very good coordination, there is no isolation within the project teams, and it undergoes the framework which helps to bring in the self organization within the teams. Way to work such that inevitable requirement churn was not a crisis. So Agile acknowledge that there will be a requirement change. It will undergo through a churn, it will undergo through a rigor process, and the most decent or most preferred requirements will be taken for development.